forward. I'm just gonna see how this goes. It all depends. But yes, Donald Trump did a nice little troll this weekend. He was trolling Kamala Harris. Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump did a nice little troll this weekend. Trolling this weekend. I'm trying to actually show the picture. He did a nice little troll. A bit of trolling this weekend. Yes, 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 yes. Donald Trump did a bit of trolling this weekend. For Kamala Harris' birthday, because this is the same weekend as Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris, who's also running for president. She turned 60 years old. She turned 60 years old this weekend. And she celebrated it in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, how does this all come together? Because I'm just going to give a bit of tidbit. Saturday, there were a number of rallies. But the two rallies that I want to talk about were the rally that was in Atlanta, Georgia. That Kamala Harris hosted. And one of the guests that she brought to attend this rally to speak to the people, I should say, was Usher. Let me get out of this. Was actually Usher. Now, Donald Trump, he trolled Kamala Harris this weekend by serving some fries, since people want to say that he's never worked at McDonald's. And that is what Obama said at a rally this weekend on the same day that Kamala Harris had her rally in Atlanta, Georgia on the 19th. Obama, I have to do it. Obama had his rally. Obama had his rally in Las Vegas, and he was throwing a number of little shots at Donald Trump. And I'm going to show the first little shot he throwed at Donald Trump. This is just not right, but I'm going to show it. He talks about how Donald Trump has never worked, and he mentioned how Kamala Harris has worked at McDonald's. Yes, he threw that in there.
I mean, this is a leader who has spent her entire life fighting on behalf of people who need a champion. Somebody raised in the middle class, worked at McDonald's while she was in college, just to pay her expenses. Somebody who believes in the values that built this country.
Now, I just want to just show that this was all this weekend. This particular rally was on Saturday, on the 19th. Okay? And what did Donald Trump do in response to Obama throwing these little shots? These little shots at Donald Trump? Donald Trump goes and serves some French fries in Pennsylvania. I want to actually show the actual, where he served actual French fries at a McDonald's. I want to make sure I pull this up.
I want to work the French fry counter.
Absolutely.
Okay, how much you paying me?
How much are you paying?
I do like the French fries while I'll be working. I listened to Kamala. She said it was so hot. It was so hot. It was such a tough job. But don't you have a man that's been doing it for many years at the French fries, right?
I want to learn everything.
We're going to see. I'm going to learn how to do it right now. Thank you.
Now, I'm going to show another one. Now, I just want to just make sure we're on the same page. In Las Vegas, Obama was throwing shots when he mentioned how Kamala Harris, she worked her way. She was working in McDonald's and insinuated that Donald Trump he doesn't know about any of this. He doesn't know about the middle class, about the working, or he doesn't know how to reach out to the people. And I'm going to show some clips with Obama in his speech. Because in his speech, some people feel, hello, Jim. Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. You said you was about to go to sleep. Oh, no. Well, Jim, let me ask you this. I would do this. Do you want, hello, Jones. Hello. Now, Jim, I'm gonna put it in your hands. Do you want me to? I would do the live at another time just for you. Do you want me to just do the live at another time? Hello, Jones. I'm asking you now. I'm gonna put it in your hands. Because I know that it is 12:25 a.m. in Australia. So I'm gonna put it in your hands. Would you like me to just do the live at another time? Because I'm talking about Donald Trump basically giving Kamala Harris a birthday gift because this weekend was her birthday, and his gift to her was showing.
And we're going to take from these ones first. We'll just first in, first out, and then the freshest ones.
Turn it up. Keep it tight. You get the salt on it. Never touches the human hand.
Very good.
Nice and full.
Now, I was kind of thrown off. Hello, Jones. Hello. Oh, but thank you so much, Jim. I'm gonna see how it goes. I might not stay on long. I'm gonna see how this goes. I might just make I might revamp when it's a little bit early because I think I came in a little bit late. But like I said, with Obama, it was a really hectic weekend because Obama was throwing a lot of people said that this particular rally that Obama had in Las Vegas on the 19th, the same day that Kamala Harris had her rally in Atlanta, it was on the same day, and they were both coming at Donald Trump super hard. Now, I'm going to be honest, you guys, and I really don't want to say this, but I gotta say it. With this particular rally that Obama had in Las Vegas, hello, the Herbal Goddess. Thank you so much for coming in. Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. I am Politc Gram. And we're talking about this man right here giving Miss Kamala Harris a big birthday gift, showing that he actually can serve French fries at McDonald's. That's what he did this weekend in response to, I want to make sure I show this, in response to Obama's speech in Las Vegas on the 19th, as well as Kamala Harris' speech in Atlanta on the same day. Now, I'm going to say, me personally, I think Obama did better. I think Obama did better. And this is fair use, YouTube. This is fair use. I'm going to say Obama did better because he actually hit certain points. And he didn't put the religion in it. See, Kamala Harris in Atlanta, she put religion in her piece. She put religion in it. But with Obama, he just stood on the key points. I'm gonna play a few little parts with Obama at this rally in Las Vegas. The first one I'm gonna play when he's stating how Trump just complains, how Trump he actually sells Bible books, and he actually use those Bible books. He sells Bible books when Bible books are supposed to be free, and he actually have the Bible books allegedly made from China. So I'm gonna play just some key little parts. Hello, John. Hello, John. John says Trump already won. This all just entertainment now. Jim says, would you like fries with that, Kamala? Oh my gosh. Joan said, God bless everyone and vote for Trump. Yes. See, this is a page that we welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome everybody from all parties, all races. This is an open platform. And I wanted to actually show these key little points that Obama throwed out there, like talking about Donald Trump. I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to do it.
This is the word of God. Gideon gives it out for free. He wants to sell you word of God, Donald Trump edition. He's got his name right there next to Matthew and Luke. And by the way, I'll give you one guess where those Bibles are made. In China. Yeah, this is Mr. Tough Guy on China, except when he can make a few bucks. Then he's all like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Now, you see the type of energy. Hello, JP. I'm going to read the comments. Jones said, Kamala says, would you like lies or sorry fries with that? John says, haha, Jones. Jones says, John, y'all, you guys are laughing. Hello, JP. Today we're talking about, yes, the fries. I think Donald Trump has gotten tired of these little jabs because Obama came really, really hard. He was struggling as saying that he was disappointed in the black men. He was struggling when he was in Pennsylvania, and he made a lot of black men very upset. I'll say it that way. And he kind of came back in Las Vegas, came back hard, so much to the point where he's actually throwing jabs at Trump, and Trump had to come in. Trump had to bring it back all the way to the point where let me show where he's actually fixing fries.
Get it all that salt mixed up in there. And we're gonna take from these ones first.
So he had to actually show this. Yes, Jones. Jones says Obama shaming black men. Yeah, vote for that. And what Jones and I are talking about is Obama actually was, I mean, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that he was calling black men out, supposedly saying that black men need to vote. Black men need to actually vote.
And are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act. So everybody's got help it. And cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person. And you're thinking.
Now, that clip was Obama basically stating that he's disappointed in the black men and black men need to vote.
I think you had to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble and the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody?
Now see, he's saying all of this is what he said, and this is all what Obama said in Pennsylvania and made the black men mad. Okay, made the black men mad. Jim says Trump probably ate more fries than he served. Let me pin this. Did I pin what you said? JP said so he can stay mad at me for life. Let's go, Trump. Now, I want to say now, does anybody remember this? We're gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about Trump. Does anybody remember this picture? This beautiful woman we're looking at? Hello, crypto. Hello. Jones says pregnant men for dang it. Pregnant men for Hello, crypto. People just ain't feeling Obama anymore. And see, you see, this is why Obama had to come very hard this Saturday, because he had to come very hard this Saturday. And I don't know if you saw this rally, crypto, but this is the rally that he did, and he looked so tired. Why did I freeze it there? He looked so tired. But this is the rally that Obama did in Las Vegas. And in Las Vegas, he was basically trying to give people that dream again. But I will say this particular rally was way better than Kamala's rally in Atlanta. And this is on her birthday. This is all on her birthday weekend. Jones says, I can't say that part. Allah Harris. Yeah, I can't say that. But this particular moment, I think Donald Trump had it. I think he had it. Now I'm gonna play a few more clips from this rally that Obama gave in Las Vegas this Saturday. The next clip I'm gonna show where he's talking about how Donald Trump has an ego trip.
Cares about is his ego and his money and his status. He's not thinking about you. He sees power as nothing more than a means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut to help mostly him and his country club buddies. He doesn't care if he costs more women their reproductive freedoms because it won't affect his life.
Now, I'm going to freeze it there because I'm going to go back to that picture that I just showed you guys back when he married. And this is fair use. Let me make sure I show this. I want to make sure I show this this is fair use, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance, YouTube. This is fair use. This is for educational, commenting, and criticism and news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research purposes. Okay? Jones says, God bless you, sister, and vote Trump. Yes. Jones says, Barry. Let me go down. Now, this particular picture that I want you guys to see, this is Donald Trump's second wife, Marla Maples. This is his second wife. Now, the reason I'm showing this, because of what Obama said. He's basically saying, like, Donald Trump doesn't care. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about nobody else. Now, this particular picture, Donald Trump married Marla Maples. They didn't last too long. And in an interview that he did on Howard Stern, I don't know if you guys heard about it, but I'm going to play a clip where he actually did an interview on Howard Stern about his marriage, about when Marla Maples herself got pregnant, because he insinuated he didn't really want to have supposedly, he asked her what we're going to do about it. That's what he said. He said, what we're going to do about it. So I'm going to play. These are his words, not mine. He asked Marla Maples what we're going to do about it.
But, you know, at the time, it was like, excuse me, what happened? And then I said, well, what are we going to do about this? She said, oh, are you serious? This is the most beautiful day of our lives. I said, oh, great.
Now, I'm going to play it one more time.
But, you know, at the time, it was like, excuse me, what happened? And then I said, well, what are we going to do about this? She said, oh, are you serious? This is the most beautiful day of our lives. I said, oh, great.
And Jones, you says Melania is pro-choice. Yes. My question is, what was Marla Maples? Was she pro-life too? Because I don't know. I think to be honest with Donald Trump, I'm going to make sure I'm correct with this. Let me go down. Him and Marla Maples, they got married in 1993. They only lasted for 2 months. They only lasted for 2 months after the birth of their child, Tiffany Trump. And I think she's currently expecting Tiffany, I think in like 2024. But the reason I'm showing that is because Trump was in a position. You know, Trump was in a position. Hello, Fabulous. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Hello. Let me see. Get you updated. I'm listening while I'm at work. Oh, okay. Jim says, Michael Obama is a dude. Oh, no. No. Okay, well, Fabulous, basically, I'm talking about how Donald Trump. Oh, thank you, Fabulous. Thank you. Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. I'm talking about how Donald Trump was basically served some French fries this weekend in response to Obama, as well as Kamala Harris have been picking at him, have been basically throwing darts at him, indirect darts at him about how he doesn't care. He only cares about himself. He's never worked at a McDonald's. He doesn't know how to reach to the people of normal life, because he's nothing but a quote unquote billionaire. Okay, these are darts that Obama had thrown out. He threw this out on Saturday. Fabulous says neither do they. And that's and I'm showing this. I'm showing this particular clip when he married Marla Maples, and they were only married for 2 months. I wish I had their money, Fabulous says. I think we all wish. But you know what? To be honest, I see that is why I'm kind of like Obama's saying all of this, but we have to kind of put into perspective. The Obamas hadn't been too long bought a $20 million home themselves. Crypto says Trump serves French fries while Harris serves Whoppers. Well, see, this is why I want people to actually understand when it comes down to Donald Trump. I really believe Donald Trump has always wanted to be president. I think Donald Trump has always wanted to be something where he wanted to do something for America other than just do real estate. That's just me. I could be wrong. Fabulous says, what is Obama worth right now? That is a good question. What is he worth right now? Let me see. Ooh, that is a good question because that is one of the reasons a lot of people are saying Kamala Harris.
Like, excuse me.
That is one of the reasons a lot of people are saying Kamala Harris is going for president. She doesn't care either. There's some people saying that too. Fabulous says, and Kamala was raised in money too. Up exactly. She was raised in money, and I'm glad that you said that, Fabulous, because this is what Kamala Harris said on the same day that Obama gave his speech in Las Vegas, at a supporting Kamala, trying to get people to vote for Kamala. This is what Kamala Harris said at her rally in Atlanta on Saturday.
I always put the middle class and working families first. I always will. I come from the middle class, and I will never forget where I come from.
What? Now, I just want to make sure. Did you guys hear that? Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. If you can please hit that thumbs up and support this channel. We're having a conversation about Donald Trump serving French fries and questioning who is really about the people. Because Fabulous, she said it herself. She said it. Kamala Harris. She's not the quote unquote middle class. She comes from the upper middle class. Fabulous also says, what is her net worth? Getting rich on our backs. Let us all not forget there are levels to the middle class too. Exactly. I'm gonna look that up right now because I think when it comes down to Kamala Harris, like I said, it's all about power. It's all about power. Fabulous says 200,000 a year is middle class. Now, I will say this: when I looked it up with middle class, I'm trying to hold on. Let me look up the net worths while I'm talking. I will say when it comes down to the net worths, I mean not net worths, but middle class, it also depends if you're in a single home or if you're in a family home. Because according to I'm gonna have to do another live on that, but an individual who makes $30,000, if they're just by themselves, that's considered middle class. But if you're in a family, like a household where it's more than one person in the household, then you're correct. It's 200,000 a year. But with Kamala Harris, that's why she put in her plan, her new way forward plan. She wanted to make sure she put, if you make less than 400,000, because it's just like what you said, Fabulous. It can be 200,000 a year for middle class. And Jim says she been working in the cotton field. She been working in the cotton fields next week. Oh no, Jill. You know what? Kamala better not do that. She better not. Fabulous says, okay, I am listening and working, but here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fabulous. Now, I will say, with the net worth, that's what you just asked, Fabulous. I'm going to look it up. Everybody's making more money than the quote-unquote middle class these people are talking about. Fabulous says 400,000 is middle class. My husband needs a raise. But see, that is what Kamala Harris, I want to make sure I state this, part of her new way forward plan. She said anybody makes under 400,000. She says that is for the middle class and the working class. She made sure she states that. And that is when I kind of wonder, is she really in touch? Is she really in touch with the middle class, with the working class? Is she really in touch? Because I'm trying to go back and I'm kind of multitasking. Because if we go back and look at Donald Trump, this is working class. This is working class, and according to because McDonald's, they have went up on how much they pay. Okay, they have gone up. So you can make 30,000 at McDonald's, especially if you live in California. So I'm trying to understand, with Kamala Harris, is she really one of the people? Is she really one of the people? Because based off of her rally that she had in Atlanta, I can't say. I cannot say if she's for the middle class and working people. And I mean, she stated her plans. I'm just going to show. She talked about at her rally. Let me go to her rally. Now, she talked about, Fabulous says 400,000 middle class. I'm going to need some government aid to help me to make that much. Well, see, that's what makes me kind of question, is she for the people? The Herbal Goddess says she is qualified for the job at all. Jim says fries about to get expensive. And see, that's why I'm trying to actually wonder, who is she talking about? And that's one thing I didn't like when Kamala Harris she came to Atlanta, Georgia, because for one, you say she isn't qualified. The Herbal Goddess says she isn't qualified for the job. She's not. Fabulous says no, her early politics were very, very extreme. Way left. Fabulous says her running mate is 100% what she believes. I'm gonna actually show how with Kamala, she tells us things. I hate to keep saying it, but this is why I think she needs people like Obama. She needs people like Bill Clinton. She needs people like, when I say Obama, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. And she needs these people to help her, because she's not really good when it comes down to doing interviews. She's not really good when it comes down to making people feel like there's hope. Because Obama's rally and her rally are very different. But both of them want you to vote for her. That's the odd thing in all of this. Now, at her rally in Atlanta, she talked about, before I play these clips, at her rally in Atlanta, she talked about bringing a big tax cut to over 100 million middle-class Americans. And those Americans, remember, just like Fabulous said, okay, and I said this in the comments. Middle class for Kamala Harris is anybody who makes under $400,000 a year. So middle class and working class for Kamala, according to her New Way Forward plan, is anything over under $400,000 salary. Then at this rally, she talked about how she's going to deal with price gouging, inflation, how she's going to increase the tax deduction from $5,000 to $50,000 to lower the cost of small businesses.
This election is about two very different visions for our nation.
And she's actually absolutely right. She's absolutely right. It's about two different individuals. But I think she has it kind of misconstrued, because she's not Donald Trump that was serving fries. Me personally, I don't think she's ever gonna serve fries. CFAC says she's a liar. JP says she doesn't understand us people of color, so she needs all the help she can get. And I'm glad you said that, because at this rally in Atlanta on the 19th, Saturday, who did she bring?
Let me make certain that I'm talking to all my AT aliens out here.
So she brought Usher.
Time. We ready. What? Come on, Georgia. What? I'm supporting Vice President Harris because she fights for everyone's rights, for freedom. And it doesn't matter where you're from. She has a vision for our country that includes everyone.
Now, with Usher Jones, I cannot repeat what you just said in this. I cannot repeat what you just said in this chat. I cannot repeat that. But when Usher was at the rally, he only did a 5-minute speech at the rally in Atlanta, Georgia, basically reading from a paper, stating that how Kamala Harris, she is for the people and to get out and vote. But I'm trying to see what people she's for, because if you guys can remember, the last live I did, I talked about a few things, but I talked about Jamal True Love. This gentleman right here, how he ended up being falsely prosecuted by her office when she was the district attorney, by this particular lady named Linda Allen. And she didn't speak for the people. Kamala Harris did not speak for Jamal. She didn't. Jamal True Love ended up being falsely sentenced, falsely prosecuted, falsely convicted, and sentenced 50 years. Luckily, he was able to show that he was not the one that deleted his friend. But Kamala Harris, she stood on this prosecutor that worked in Kamala Harris' office, district attorney office. So is Kamala really for the people? Because, and I want to throw this out there, with Jamal True Love, he ended up winning $13 million due to the actions of Kamala Harris' team when she was district attorney. And I want to say this, to this day, Linda Allen, she feels that there was no wrong, that they were going by quote unquote evidence per se. But we have to take into note that, is she really for the people? It's really for the people. Now I'm gonna stroll it back down to Donald Trump. Jim says she thinks the debt ceiling is something builders put up. Not the builders put up. Well, see, this is why I think people need to actually understand when it comes down to Kamala Harris, when it comes down to her, she really needs all the help. And who said it? Said it best? JP. JP for real said it best. She needs all of the help from people of color. And she ended up getting Usher. And before that, the day before, in Michigan, Detroit, she had Lizzo come. So it's like she needs these people to help her. But I want people to understand this. When Donald Trump came to Pennsylvania, and I want to make sure I throw that out there, Pennsylvania, this is the same place his life was attempted the first time. Remember that. But he still came. And not only did he return to Pennsylvania, he is at a McDonald's serving fries on Kamala Harris' the weekend of her birthday. The Herbal Goddess says she wasn't qualified for district attorney job either. She was given the job for being that old man girlfriend. No, you're not finna talk about Willie Brown. The Herbal Goddess. No, you're not. JP for real says, I like that pick. To me, it means let the country eat. I'm gonna pin this. Let the country eat. And see, I don't think people understand when it comes down to what's been going on. I don't think people understand that everybody doesn't make $400,000 a year. Everybody doesn't make $200,000 a year. But with Kamala Harris, with her new way forward plan, she's catering to all middle class and working class who makes under $400,000 a year. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know anybody who works at McDonald's making $400,000, $200,000, or $100,000 a year, unless they actually own multiple franchises under McDonald's or corporate under McDonald's. So I'm very appreciative that Donald Trump, some people would say he's trolling, but I would say that Kamala Harris needs a reality check, because what she stated when she said this at her rally in Atlanta.
I always put the middle class and working family first. I always will. I come from the middle class, and I will never forget where I come from.
That is not true. It's not true. That is not true. Because it's just like Fabulous said. She said it herself in the comments. Kamala Harris came from upper middle class. She did. So how can you say you know the people? And even with the Herbal Goddess, when the Herbal Goddess brought up about Willie Brown. Willie Brown is the main reason, and Kamala Harris doesn't want to talk about Willie Brown, the politician, former politician. But Willie Brown is the key person that the reason Kamala Harris is even in politics. But see, she will never speak on terms and things such as that. She wants to put in your face, play in your face with with these ideals and these agendas. But at the end of the day, we have to understand, people, that Kamala Harris would sell you a dream. Just like Obama, he stated at a rally how Donald Trump would sell you a dream. This is what Kamala Harris is doing. This is what Kamala Harris is doing when she says things such as this.
I will take on corporate price gouging. I've done it before and I'll do it again.
Now, even with that, if she took on the price gouging before, how is it groceries are high? How is it gas is high? How is it bills are high? Tell me that. If she's done all this, when did she do it? When?
I have a plan to bring down the cost of housing by building more homes and taking on those corporate landlords who are unfairly buying up properties and increasing.
Now, she says she's going to build more homes. It's not making sense. See, the state that I live in, the city that I live in, we don't need any more homes built, Kamala. We have a lot of empty homes, vacant homes. So I'm trying to understand when she says we're going to build more homes. I don't think that should be a solution. That's not a good solution, to build more homes. That's not a good solution, because you have people that have inherited homes and they end up losing the homes. How are you going to deal with those type of issues? That's why you have a lot of homes in the city of Atlanta that are vacant, that have been put under foreclosure, that are empty. But she's not speaking on that. She's saying she's going to build more homes. Let's move on to the next one. This is all the topics that she discussed at her rally in Atlanta, Georgia.
My plan will lower the cost of starting a small business, including by increasing the tax deduction for entrepreneurs from $5,000 to $50,000.
Now, I'm questioning that. Just think about this. She says she's going to increase the tax deduction from $5,000 to $50,000. I just want people to understand how this can cause the country to be more in debt. Because where is the money going to come from? Where is this money going to come from? Let's move on.
My opportunity economy. I have a plan to lower health costs and health care costs for people as they age, so they can grow old with dignity, and so their families are not financially crushed by the cost of home care.
So, and Crypto says, like I said, she served Whopper. I mean, she's serving. I don't even think, you know what, Crypto? I don't even think it's Whoppers at this point. I don't even think it's Whoppers. She's selling you just paper off the street. She's serving you paper off the street, balled up paper that you throw on the ground. That's what she's serving you. She's not even giving me Whopper. She's not even giving me a meal or nothing. It's just balled up paper, because it's not making sense. It's not. None of this is making sense. It's not. As far as this healthcare goes, I promise you, if I hear one more time how they have capped that $35,000 or $35 cap on insulin, I'm gonna be over it. I really, really am. Yes, lies. Lies. Crypto says Whopper is slang for lies. Whoppers is too nice, Crypto. Whoppers is too nice for her. Whoppers is too nice. But you're right. Whoppers is slang for lies. It's lies. Either way, it's a lie. So I want people to actually understand when it comes down to these false hopes.
Right. So my plan includes allowing Medicare to cover the cost of home health care for our seniors. It's a matter of dignity.
Now she's saying dignity. What dignity is she speaking of? What dignity? Because at this rally, I lost respect for Kamala. The little bit of respect for her when she says dignity. Where was the dignity for this lady? This lady is Amber Thurman. This lady is the one that passed away because she did not get the proper treatment on time in Georgia after having complications from taking medication to delete her baby that was 7 weeks old. That she was pregnant. I'm sorry. She was 7 weeks pregnant. So I'm trying to actually see where's the dignity she had for Amber Thurman. And I say that because she actually in a commercial. This is a commercial. I'm not going to play the commercial because in this commercial, they were at Amber Thurman's gravesite. Amber Thurman's gravesite. Do you hear me? And she brought her mother in, her sisters in this. And I think that's not dignity. That's not dignity. And that's not respect for Amber Thurman. And I'm going to be honest. I don't think Kamala Harris is even showing the dignity and the respect to Amber Thurman. And not only Amber Thurman, but her family. Okay. I don't get that. And she has the nerve to say it's about dignity. She's using words such as dignity. Where's the dignity for Amber Thurman? I think Amber Thurman, they need to let Amber Thurman rest in peace and not put her name out there for political gain. That's what I think Kamala Harris is doing. Now, I'm going to show, when I say that, when I mention this, Amber Thurman's family, they have been invited to Oprah Winfrey's special with Kamala Harris there. I just really wish that Kamala just sticks with the issues. And this is why I think with Obama, his rally he had on the 19th of Saturday, that's how his speech was better than Kamala's in Atlanta because he stuck on points. It seems like he was more hands-on, even if he knows how to sell it. Now, is it true what he said? I can't say that. But with Kamala Harris, it gives off a bit of not being authentic. It gives off like Crypto said, you're selling lies. You're serving lies. So, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what's to come, but I will say this. I know whatever happens, people like Amber Thurman don't deserve to be used as political gain by Kamala Harris. They don't. They do not need to be used as political gain. Hello, Jim. Hello. I'm just talking about how, since you're coming in, I'm just talking about how Donald Trump served some French fries. He served some French fries this weekend, the same weekend Kamala Harris turned 60 years old. She celebrated her birthday in Atlanta.
Work the French fry counter.
And this is how Donald Trump actually showed support for her birthday. I'll say it that way.
Want to work the French fry counter? Absolutely. Okay, how much you paying me?
How much are you paying?
But I do like the French fries while I'll be working. I listened to Kamala. She said it was so hot. It was so hot. It was such a tough job. But don't you have a man that's been doing it for many years at the French fries, right?
I want to learn everything.
I'm going to learn how to do it right now.
Now, this is, I want to make sure I show this because with Donald Trump, this was his response to, Jim says, eek. That was Donald Trump's response to Obama, Kamala Harris, when they were throwing shots, especially Obama. You says Canada. Shouts out to Canada. Now, I'm just gonna play this part again when Obama throwed out shots saying that Kamala Harris has worked at McDonald's before.
I mean, this is a leader who has spent her entire life fighting on behalf of people who need a champion. Somebody raised in the middle class, worked at McDonald's while she was in college, just to pay her expenses. Somebody who believes in the values that built this country. And she is as prepared for the job as any nominee for president has ever been. That's who Kamala is. And in the White House, she will have an outstanding partner in Governor Tim Walz.
Now, Jim says shots fired. See, this is why Kamala needs somebody like Obama. This is why she needs somebody, when I say Obama, Barack Obama. And the reason I'm showing Barack Obama, because guess what, you guys? Guess what? I have to throw it out there. Barack Obama and his wife, Michelle Obama, they're coming to Georgia. JP says, I like that pick. To me, it means let the country. Oh, I'm sorry. I had pinned that. I'm sorry. But this is the picture. I'm showing this, and I'm showing this rally. This is a rally that Obama did in Las Vegas the same day that Kamala Harris did her rally in Atlanta, Georgia this Saturday. But Jim, I want to make sure I point out with Kamala Harris, this is the same person now. This is the same person. She speaks on women having rights. Women need to have their rights, be able to have a voice in making a decision. Jim says, let's like up the live. Our host is awesome, sharing knowledge. Thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes. Like I said, with Kamala Harris, I just want her to be straight up. Because Kamala Harris she spoke on, I'm just going to show, the same day that Obama did this rally, the same day Kamala Harris, she did her rally in Atlanta. And she spoke about, I'm going to make sure I point it out.
Today, except for Virginia, including today, except for Virginia, every state in the South, including Georgia, has a Trump ban. That's immoral. And let us agree, one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree the government should not be telling her what to do. Not the government. If she chooses, she will talk with her priest, her pastor, her rabbi, her imam, but not the government telling her what to do. So look, we all know this is a healthy.
So in that particular, she's talking, we know what she's talking about. Jim says, old woman deserves a choice. That topic is legitimately scary to think about here in Canada from personal observation. What do you mean? Women deserve a choice. That topic is scary. Okay. My stance, women do deserve a choice, but we have to be very mindful of when we make those choices. And when I say make those choices, I don't know if you know about I don't know if you know about Amber Thurman. I might have to do a separate video on it, just a little 5-minute video on Amber Thurman, because with Amber Thurman, she actually, I want to make sure I read it right. She actually, I'm going to show you her picture. Are you familiar with Amber Thurman, Jim? Before I say anything. Are you familiar with Amber Thurman? Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. This is Politc Gram. I'm talking about Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, this campaign, the rallies that they had this week, especially, quote unquote, Donald Trump serving French fries at a McDonald's this weekend. Jim says the laws, we can't use A as birth control. I know mothers that allow for that. I agree with you. Yes, I'm familiar. Okay, long as you're familiar. Okay, I was just making sure. And I'm just gonna show just a little clip about Amber Thurman, because I think with Amber Thurman, she didn't think of the consequences, because here in Georgia, they're very, very strict. They're very, very strict. So strict that even with Amber Thurman's case, or matter, I'll say it that way, it made headlines. A judge actually tried to lift this ban that's here in Georgia. He tried to lift it. That lift didn't last but 1 week before an attorney general named Christopher Kerr, he came back and reinstated the ban. Okay, that's just how strict Georgia is. Now, with Amber Thurman, when I say I don't think she thought it all the way out, yes, you have a choice, but you have to think things out. Yes, it's on that level. Yes. You have to think things out, because in Amber's case, I'm going to just play a clip just to kind of give an idea about Amber Thurman. If I can, hold on.
She'd need to go to another state. The two friends drove to North Carolina to obtain medication to end Amber's pregnancy. Well, days later, a complication landed Amber in a Metro Atlanta hospital where she became septic. Nonprofit newsroom ProPublica obtained medical records that reportedly revealed doctors did not immediately do a DNC procedure to remove the infected fetal tissue.
Now, with Amber Thurman, Crypto says, don't forget, while Trump was serving French fries, Kamala was serving. Crypto, I'm finna pay you, Crypto. You been bitching about the damn those Dora Whoppers. But yes, Jim, with Amber Thurman, she actually was told. Now, I just want to give a breakdown with Amber Thurman because Kamala Harris, she doesn't mention these key things about Amber Thurman. She doesn't mention these key things about Amber Thurman.
She'd need to go to another state.
Okay, with Amber Thurman, okay, she found out that she was 7 weeks pregnant. Okay, here in Georgia, once you're at 6 weeks, you're considered, you have to keep the baby. Okay? You have to keep the baby. Unless there's conditions to it. Okay? That's a whole nother topic for itself. Now, she found out that she was pregnant. She was 7 weeks pregnant. Now, while she's 7 weeks pregnant, she called. Now, her friend said that she was moving into a brand new apartment. She's 28 years old. She has a 6-year-old son already. And she was a medical assistant. She's doing all of this, and she applied for nursing school. This is all what her friend said. So in Amber Thurman's mind, I cannot afford to have another baby. I cannot afford to have another living being in my household because I'm a single mom with a 6-year-old son. I'm a working single mom with a 6-year-old son. I just bought this new apartment. I want to go to nursing school. I applied to go to nursing school. So long story short, she wanted to make the decision. She did not want to. She couldn't afford to have another child. So with that being said, she went to a doctor here in Georgia. Make sure I keep it on my channel. She went to a doctor here in Georgia, and the doctor told her that basically if she needed to go somewhere to delete the baby, she would have to go to another state, because here in Georgia, you cannot delete your child once your child passed that 6-week time frame. And remember what I said, Amber Thurman's baby is 6. Amber Thurman's baby was 6. Well, she was 7 weeks pregnant. Now, fast forward, Amber Thurman goes ahead and makes a decision. Well, I don't want this child. I don't want it. So she goes to North Carolina with her friend. They go to North Carolina. They get the medication to delete her baby. When she comes back, she has complications from taking this medication. And she ends up getting ill. So what does she do? She has to go to the hospital. When she goes to the hospital, they knew the circumstances. They knew the law. And because they were scared, this hospital, they were scared to treat Amber Thurman because she had an infection in her body from the medication to get rid of her child. They waited 19 hours. I repeat, 19 hours to treat Amber Thurman because they didn't want to, quote unquote, break the law in the state of Georgia. And come to find out, according to Jim says, man, the healthcare system down exactly. Oh, you accidentally erased it? It's okay, Whopper. It's okay, Crypto. Let me make sure I put this. But yes, like I said, with Amber Thurman, it came to come to find out she could have been saved. She could have been saved. Because in addition to that law, you can treat somebody if it's an emergency. But see, people are not well informed. When I say people, the healthcare systems in America, and especially in states that have banned deleting a baby when a woman is pregnant within so many weeks. They do not educate the doctors. They do not educate the hospitals. They do not educate the people that assist with deleting babies. I'll say it that way. Jim says, thank you for keeping the people informed. You're welcome. Exactly. Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. Now, with Amber Thurman, I will say it could have been avoided. I don't know why my thing keep doing this. But with Amber Thurman, it could have been avoided because all the hospital had to do, they could have just treated her because her body went into septic shock. And anybody that knows about septic shock, all your system starts shutting down. And you have to do an emergency operation. A fast, immediate operation. But remember what I said in this story. This particular hospital that Amber went to treat this complication that she had from taking the medication that she got from North Carolina, the hospital waited 19 hours to make a decision, and that was too late. Now, I will say this, because of that, it made headlines. And when I say it made headlines, I'm going to show this again. Kamala Harris, she brings it back up. She brought Amber Thurman's matter back up at her rally in Atlanta, Georgia. And the way she brought it up, she showed a commercial. Yes, a commercial where she has Amber Thurman's mother and two sisters standing over Amber Thurman's grave and expressing how Donald Trump it's Donald Trump's fault because of the reverse of the Roe versus Wade. Jim says, I had life-saving operation to save me from sepsis. Different situation, but I went under general anesthesia with doc saying, we'll try our best to save you. Fastest emergency room visit ever. Now you see, Jim, you know that you understand when it's septic shock, but see what gets the way it is here. I can't speak for other places, but I can only speak for the state of Georgia. The way it is here in the state of Georgia, it is very, very sketchy. When I say sketchy, doctors, hospitals, they get very afraid to make decisions. It's like before they lose their license, before they look at losing their license and paying fines, they would rather just wait 19 hours to make a decision as far as saving somebody's life. And Jim, just like Crypto said, God bless you, because we need the healthcare system. Here in America, we need the healthcare system to step it up and not be afraid. But like I said, you have to make decisions. You have to be careful with the decisions that you make, because the healthcare system here in Georgia, okay, is not going to have your back when you need them. And that is why Amber Thurman's family actually is suing this hospital. I don't want to get into the names of the hospital, but yes, Amber Thurman's family is currently suing this hospital for the negligence because it was proven that their relative Amber Thurman's life could have been avoided. But what I don't like about Miss Kamala Harris, I don't like her way of doing it because I feel like she's using this Amber Thurman as a political game. And I say this because she didn't have the same feeling and the same effort for this person. Let me go up. She didn't have the same feeling for this person. And this person is Jocelyn. 12-year-old Jocelyn, who became a victim of 2 illegal immigrants that left her lifeless in a creek in Texas. They left her like that. And they are currently being charged for deleting her and attempted essay. Okay? So Kamala Harris, she didn't speak. She still has not spoken to Jocelyn's mother. She has not spoken to Jocelyn's mother. She has not spoken to the family of Rachel Morin. Rachel Morin, 37 years old, mother of 5 from Maryland. Her body was found. All she was doing was jogging. She ended up getting raped and deleted by an illegal immigrant. In my state, this beautiful lady right here, Lakin Riley, she was jogging. She was a nursing student. Thanks for the well-spent time. Enjoy, Politic fam. Thank you so much for coming, Jim. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much for coming in. But like I said, with these particular women, Kamala Harris did not have the same or show the same empathy that she showed for Amber Thurman when she spoke at the rally in Atlanta, Georgia this weekend. So how does Donald Trump deals with this? Hello, Hilda. Hello. Thank you for coming in, Hilda. Thank you so much. Kamala Harris did not show the same empathy for those 3 individuals that I just showed. And this is one of the reasons Donald Trump, he trolled. He trolled Kamala Harris by showing and going to a McDonald's and dropping fries, serving fries through a drive-thru. And he did all this on the weekend of Kamala Harris' birthday. And yes, Jim, you be safe, Jim. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in. Hello, you guys. It's Politc Gram. I'm just talking about Donald Trump serving French fries on the weekend of Kamala Harris' birthday. Serving fries in Pennsylvania at a McDonald's, of all places. So with Kamala Harris, now she had a busy weekend because, yes, Fabulous, thank you so much. She had a busy weekend because Saturday she did a rally in Atlanta. She had Usher at the rally to attract, I don't know who, because at the rally, It was a private event. I forgot to throw that out there. It was a private event in Atlanta. Whereas Donald Trump, when he served French fries, I mean, everybody was welcome because he was actually serving meals through the drive-thru. He was actually serving meals. So everybody was welcome, right? But at Kamala Harris rally,
Donald Trump, who is focused on the past, and ours that is focused on the future.
now Kamala Harris, at her rally in Atlanta, it was a private event. I tried to go. I couldn't go. I didn't even know where it was. By the time I found out, the event was at capacity. It was at capacity. Now with Donald Trump, he welcomed everybody to McDonald's. Donald Trump welcomed everybody. He said, "Come on. I'm dropping French fries. I'm serving guests through the drive-thru." I mean, he welcomed everybody. But with Kamala Harris, she had a private event in Atlanta on Saturday. I didn't know where it was. Then to move forward, Sunday comes. She goes to a church. It's a predominantly black Baptist church in Georgia. And she didn't speak. I want to make sure I state this. She didn't speak about her view on women having the right to delete their baby. She didn't speak about that in the church. But she used Amber Thurman for political gain. She used the passing of Amber Thurman at the rally in Atlanta the day before. Thank you so much, Fabulous, for still listening. She used Amber Thurman's name at the Atlanta rally like Donald Trump. I'm just gonna be honest. Like Donald Trump was serving fries. So she used Amber Thurman's name. I feel like it was not just. It was very disrespectful. Okay? But the next day, Amber Thurman is not discussed in the church. She didn't mention Amber Thurman at the church. And the church that she went to was a Baptist church. And the same thing, she brought Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder came to the church and sung to her. I can't play it for YouTube reasons. Jim says, "Wait, Auntie Fab, I thought I heard Graham say your name. I love your channel, pure passion right here." Let's like up the live, friends. Crypto says, "Too bad you couldn't make the Kamala rally. You could have reported to us how exactly, not how Usher was walking." See, I wanted to go to this rally, ladies and gentlemen. I really did. But I couldn't. I just want to give you guys this understanding. I promise you, I tried. I stayed up all night. I was watching the online continuously by the hour, trying to see when they was going to provide more details for this rally. I couldn't find it anywhere. I could not find her information anywhere. But guess what? She let everybody know about the church on Sunday. Come to the Georgia Baptist Church. She let everybody know about that. But she didn't speak on, and this is why I say she wasn't straight up. She's not straight up. She's not honest. Because I'm going to show you a piece of what Kamala Harris said at the church on Sunday. Very, very indirect and not straight up.
Are about a loving God. A loving God. A God who asks us to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. That's right. And to defend the rights of the poor and the needy. And for me, like for so many of us, church is then a place of growth and belonging and community, a place where we are reminded of the incredible power of faith and fellowship. And in moments of difficulty and uncertainty, when the way is not clear, it is our faith that then guides us forward. Faith in what we often cannot see, but we know to be true. Faith in what we cannot see, but know to be true.
That is the most biggest whopper I have ever heard in the words of crypto. That is the biggest whopper I have ever heard in my life of pure lies. Because in this, I just want to make sure people understand. Hello, you guys. This is Politc Gram. Can you please hit that like button? We're having a conversation how Donald Trump served fries in response to Kamala Harris serving a bunch of whoppers of lies. Whoppers of lies. Because Sunday, what I just showed you guys, that is what she was telling people. She was telling the people in the church to have faith. Have faith. But my whole thing is, people who go to church, now I could be wrong. I'm not gonna act like I can read people. But majority of the people who attend church and believe in God, they believe in pro-life. They believe in pro-life. They believe in not to delete your child. And she's walking around. She's trying to get the votes for the people who go to church. That's why she said walk in faith. She didn't speak on nothing about what she said at the rally in Atlanta. And what does she do? She brings Stevie Wonder. Yes, you guys, Stevie Wonder came to the church and sung to her happy birthday. Happy birthday for her turning 60 years old. This is the person that you're going to be voting for November the 5th. And I want to also make sure I state this. When it comes down to voting, you can vote now. You don't have to wait till November the 5th. You can do an early voting now. Because time is of the essence. Because the way Kamala Harris is going around trying to sell you these whoppers of lies, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, Jim says, like, sub, Politc Gram is a great channel, y'all. I'm Canadian, and I'm adoring the informative aspects of this. Yes. Yes. And with Kamala Harris, I want people to understand this. I have nothing against, I don't know Kamala, quote unquote, personally. I don't know her, quote unquote, personally. The only closest thing that I know of Kamala Harris personally is, like I said, I went to a cemetery. I'm still going to do a documentary piece on that. There is someone that is close here in Atlanta that works with Kamala Harris campaign that I respect. I don't know why she is working under Kamala Harris. I will leave it at that. I think this particular person should be running in the office themselves. But Kamala Harris, once again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, she uses people to help her. She's using Obama. Obama right now is going around different states. She's using Bill Clinton. He's going around. And as a matter of fact, I want to state this before I end it. There's going to be rallies here in Georgia this week. Yes, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, they're coming in town. I want to make sure I show that. I want to make sure I mention that and show the dates. Let me go back up. Yes, the dates. And this is fair use, YouTube. Now I just typed in some key dates. The first date, October the 24th. Please excuse the typo. October the 24th. Obama will be in town with Kamala Harris. So I guess they're going to be double trouble. They're coming in October the 24th for her campaign. Guess what? Details have not been released as far as specifically where. October the 29th. Jim says, well done researching and gathering relevant info. Thank you so much. Crypto says, while Trump is serving French fries. Now, I'm going to say, Crypto, you always have me laugh with the Whoppers. But October the 29th, not Donald Trump, Michelle Obama is coming into town, and it's going to be called When We All Vote Rally. That's the topic. It's going to be When We All Vote. She's coming into town October the 29th. Those are two key dates. The next date, October the 23rd, Donald Trump. Yes, I repeat, Donald Trump is coming in town with RFK Jr. Yes, and singer Jason Aldean. So I want people to know that Georgia is one of those swing states. It's very heavy. That is why Kamala and Donald Trump, they are really, yes, RFK Jr. Yes, Jim. RFK Jr. is coming to support Donald Trump. You heard me right. He is coming in. Why? Why is that? Because Kamala Harris refused to talk to RFK Jr. when he stepped down. She refused to talk to him. So he tried to reach out to her, and she refused to talk to him. And so he stated that Donald Trump had a conversation with him. So now he's supporting Donald Trump. And this goes back to, like I stated with Kamala Harris, how she moves, how she actually maneuvers, how she avoids confrontation, how she avoids questions. And all RFK Jr., he just wanted to talk to her. Just talk. But she refused. So yes, October the 23rd, RFK Jr. will be here in Georgia with Donald Trump. So it's Georgia is really, it's a really showtown. I'll say it that way when it comes down to politics. It's a either make it or break it. Now I will say this. Here in Georgia, I want to make sure I show the poll. It's been going up and down with the numbers. I want to make sure I show the poll. Trump is up in the numbers here in Georgia. I want to make sure I show it. Oh, here it is. This is the poll. As you can see, all the red. This is Republicans. So here in Georgia, as you can see, the numbers, Trump is leading in the state of Georgia. So this is why, I just want to make sure I state this. This is why Obama, Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, Kamala Harris, they are really coming in Georgia. Bill Clinton came on Sunday and Monday, right? So I mean, they're really coming in. Well, last Sunday, I think it's last Sunday. So everybody is really trying to come in on Georgia and really trying to reach out to the people, because just to give you guys a heads up, here in Georgia, the first day of early voting, I want to make sure I show it from what I had researched. In the state of Georgia, according to the Georgia State Secretary, on the first date of early registration, over 71,000 people voted early. They voted early. And one of the key people that voted early was this gentleman right here, 100 years old, Jimmy Carter. I repeat, this man, 100 years old, he actually voted, you guys. That's just how pivotal it is here in Georgia. So I just want to say that, and I'm going to end it on that note. I might come back and talk about Charleston White, but I wanted to have a conversation as far as politics, because politics is the primary topics of discussion that we're having on this platform. But like I said, I'm going to come back maybe later on and talk about Charleston White, how the rumors were going around stating that he had been deleted. This particular gentleman here. We go down. This particular gentleman here. Charleston White. Jim says, okay, this time I actually have to go. I'm out. One love, people. Blessing and thanks to our host. Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. And yes, you have a wonderful day too, Herbal the Goddess. And thank you so much, Crypto, for coming in. Thank you so much, Jim, the Herbal Goddess. Fabulous. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much, Hilda, for coming in. I want to make sure. Thank you so much, JP. For real. I'm going to give you a jacket, JP. Let me give you a jacket. Let me see who else. Jones, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much, CFAX, for coming in. Did I? Thank you so much, Jim, for coming in. Thank you so much, Jones, for coming in. Thank you, you guys. And I want to say this. I'm trying to make content. I'm trying very hard. I'm trying to be very consistent with my content. So please try to, just be patient with me. Just be patient. Just like, I want people to kind of be patient with Donald Trump. Be patient with Donald Trump. Just like people are patient with Kamala Harris and her whoppers that she throws out. And on that good note, I will I'm just making sure I gave everybody jackets. On that note, I will check out and peace out. Thank you.